All right. This morning I am taking the PCT out to Deep Creek, so should be fun. This is the first crossing at Deep Creek, and it is deep but manageable even with the recent rains. Nice city lights from Hesperia, but from here on out I'm going to be going up this canyon, so not too much in terms of city up here. Got a little toad here. I don't know what kind of toad it is, but pretty cool. Definitely not a bullfrog though. Could be an arroyo toad or just a normal kind of red spotted toad. I'm not sure. Once again, there is the first toad, and there's another little toad right here. So, good amount of toads right now. Another little toad on the PCT, you know. Might see a lot of these today, I don't know. Right here we have toad number 4, you know, loads of toads. I am at the Rainbow Bridge right now, and yeah, I don't know, you can kind of hear it now. It's a little more quiet down there, but since I was here last time, the water level really rose quite a bit, you know. So all those storms I think did do something, you know, at least noticeably this far up in the canyon. I am pretty close. The hot springs are right around there, and that's the trail coming down from Bowen Ranch. The water level is high, but it looks like I'll have this spring to myself, you know, which should be fun. Let's just take a look. Yeah, so there's a little bit of infiltration from the creek flowing in, but this seems pretty warm here, so I'm gonna get in. All right, here we go, and wow, yeah, still plenty hot, although not as hot as it is when the pool is isolated. So, pretty nice. More of a kind of warm hot spring now than a hot spring, but yeah, that was a nice run. You know, I honestly kind of prefer the spring like this, you know, so you can see that it's, maybe you can see, I don't know if you can see, the hot water is steaming right over there, but yeah, anyways, this is actually a nice temperature. I really, usually this one's a lot more hot, so anyways, gonna get the hair a little wet and spend some time here. Yeah, there we go. I actually got a new thermometer, so I kind of want to show you the variance in the temperature here. So yeah, you go here, you know, very similar to what it is outside, I guess, 50s, but yeah, right about here, 80s, you know, 80s, about 90, so definitely a lot cooler than it normally is. But if you want things to feel a little bit hotter, kind of go this way, you know, and you can sit here, and yeah, you know, so not as hot as it usually is, but about 94, 95, not bad. I'm sticking to the 80s part, you know. I do enjoy hotter water, but to be honest, I can spend a lot more time in 80s water, and I also did jog here, so I don't want to like get really dehydrated because I'm going to need to jog back. But that being said, there is a guy kind of at the upper pool, kind of over there, that I may try to go around and see if the lower two pools are empty and the warm spring, if that's empty. But yeah, anyways, this is a little warmer than the warm spring, I think. I don't know, but still nice. I'm happy it's not really all that hot right now. Actually, the 80s are making me feel a little too comfortable, so I'm gonna go to hang out in the 90s water for a little bit. Guess this is the proper position given how shallow it is, you know, but yeah, very pleasant. As I was cooling down in that pool, I kind of felt like I did want hotter water. So what I'm gonna try to do is go find some hotter water. This pool is very, very nice. Exactly what I was hoping for. And deep. Ooh. Pretty cool. So the waterfall there seems to have a little more flow now. And I think it's because there was a guy cleaning the upper pool there. So I think a lot of the water was actually diverted out of the spring and thus out of this pool. So pretty cool to see. All right, gonna get in the warm spring here. And this is one of the cooler pools, but definitely still warm. This pool is pretty enjoyable, you know, good stuff. So yeah, at the hotter ones, I met a few people, was talking, it was a good time. Actually met people who live in and have been in Santa Barbara. So that was neat, you know, but yeah, always a pleasure to meet people at Deep Creek, you know. I've come here a few times already, and yeah, always meeting new folk. Another thing I forgot to say is that I did jump in that water in Deep Creek. The water is very cold. And so what I wound up doing is going in the very hot spot, which I didn't really get on film. And I hung out there for a bit until my body warmed up, and then I went back in that kind of middle warm pool. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So now I'm in this warm pool, and it's warm. And I want to say that this is just a little bit warmer than the water in the red, white, and blue mine that I went to last week. You know, this is definitely the coolest pool here, except for the river water, which is much colder. But yeah, that mine, you know, some of these mines with the groundwater kind of remind me of warm springs, although definitely not quite as warm as this one or others. All right, that was very nice, you know. So I'm gonna head back, try to do some exploring. We'll see what I work in. And yeah, in a few seconds, I'll talk a little more. I don't know if you can tell, but the scenery behind me is gorgeous. So yeah, anyways, I just passed another group of people. You know, I started jogging back on the PCT a few minutes ago. But yeah, anyways, I just wanted to reiterate how nice that was. I think I spent a little over 2 hours in the hot springs. A lot of people, you know, spend all day there, and I may start doing that at some point, but yeah, I want to do a little exploring and get back not too late. I don't know how well you can see this, but it's actually kind of green here. Last time I was here, it was pretty dry. But yeah, anyways, you can see that there's green grass and dry grass, you know, just alongside the trail. So I don't know if this is as good as it's going to get this year, or if we get more rain and more growth, maybe it'll look even more vibrant. But yeah, still nice to see these hills green. The PCT continues that way, but I think I'm just gonna poke around here real quick and see if I can find a waterfall or a nice pool or something. All right, look at that. Nice waterfall and pretty deep pool. I'm actually gonna go around here with the camera I have now and see if I can get close. So definitely deep and sandy, whoa. But we have this little gem right here, okay. Very cool. I keep finding new waterfalls and they don't disappoint. All right, cold plunge, ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! Nice and icy, all that snow melt. Now I'm gonna try to do a cold shower real quick. See how this goes. Ready? Woo! 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 Oh yeah! Nice and icy. You know, it's impressive how easy these hidden gems are to find if you just go a little ways off trail, especially after a nice rain. But yeah, anyways, very cool. I'm gonna make my way back to the PCT now and keep exploring. Honestly, this pool is really nice. But what I think, I'm not gonna do now, but what I think I may do in the future is try to climb up and around it using, you know, some of these rock slopes, because there may be something even better further up, you know. However, for now, I'm gonna try to make my way back. But there may be another video where I explore this tributary and who knows, maybe I'll find a really crazy waterfall. You'll have to just stay tuned. I was here before, but I'm gonna revisit this as soon as I get down to the bridge. I'm gonna backtrack and go there. So yeah, that's next. This is the Rainbow Bridge during the daytime. And if you don't know why it's called the Rainbow Bridge, there's kind of a rainbow on the side. And so what I'm gonna do is instead of going back that way, I'm going up and over, and I'm gonna go to the right real quick and check out that big waterfall. Should be cool. I suspect this is part of like the old PCT or some trail along Deep Creek, you know, but yeah, this concrete does kind of go for a ways, on and off here and there, you know, when you get up to the waterfall. But yeah, still pretty cool. The waterfall is right there, but it's gonna be kind of hard to get to here without, like, I don't know, getting swept away by this current. So what I might try to do is loop around there, kind of crawl underneath that big rock, and maybe get some shots from above if I can. It might have been a better idea to descend from the PCT, you know, behind me on the other side of the creek. It is pretty steep and might require some bushwhacking, but I think just given the state of the creek, that's probably the best route you could take right now. Anyways, I'm gonna do what I said and try to get a view from above. Here is the rock tunnel, and yeah, you know, it's I think it was carved through a rock, might have been blasted, might have been natural, I'm not too sure. A little awkward to kind of walk in, but yeah, you know, cool spot. Anyways, once I get out of this, maybe we can see that waterfall from above. All right, this is not something you'd want to get caught in right here. Very, very turbulent, but really majestic. You know, I'm very happy I made it up here, and I may be able to get up onto that rock to get a view of it from the front, actually. But yeah, still, this is the flow right now. It's really insane compared to how it was in the autumn. So very happy I decided to return to this spot. Definitely not gonna take a cold plunge in there this time though. So yeah, this is pretty insane, you know, definitely a wild spot to be at, but yeah, a lot of water in Deep Creek at the moment. Very, very cool. If you've been following me for a while, you'll understand that that waterfall is a nice example of why it's good to revisit places along with exploring new ones. All right, so I actually came up this way this morning, and as I descend back down there, I'm gonna show you something really cool you can do there. It's a little windy, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Ready? Woo! I can still hear it.